An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. A Week 1 showdown between two teams hoping to get things started on a great note. It's the Clemson Tigers and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you here in the booth, and Holly Rowe keeping an eye on all of the storylines down on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, LSU was able to bring in one of the most highly sought-after coaching candidates last season. Lane Kiffin now has an opportunity to marry his system with some of the best talent available. LSU always has great players. Can they put it all together, get back in the college football playoff picture, and contend for a national title? Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tigers offense will take the field first. And you've got to believe this defense has put in extra time to try to slow down this tight end, David. But the question, can they even stop it?
It's one thing to watch it. It's another thing to stop it. And I'm just impressed with the way they move him around. They use him. Sometimes he blocks. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. Like sometimes he's a lineman. Sometimes he's a wide receiver. So tough to figure out where he's going to be to double team him. But I bet he's got the attention of this defense, Jesse.
He does for sure, and because of that, David, I think it's going to open up some opportunities for maybe some of the other guys out wide. If you've got two guys covering the tight end as a quarterback, you've got to be ready to throw the football somewhere else sometimes, and so you might see a little bit more balance in the passing attack today.
And they swarm him under. And after that play, there is a Tiger who has yet to get up. That's the junior offensive lineman that they're counting on. We hope he can return to play soon. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He gets it up to the 37-yard line, and let's see if they're willing to gamble on 4th down. Hunt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So LSU's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now the transfer, junior wide receiver. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't have mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
I think one thing LSU fans want to see right out the gate with this Lane Kiffin offense, can we get some balance? Durham's been here for a couple of years. You've seen some high moments, Palmer, but like they need to get this run game going. They brought in a bunch of offensive linemen in the portal, and especially a big boy over there at left tackle. Interested to see if they can get that run game going.
And they should be able to get it going, too, at LSU, because when you think about Lane Kiffin's offenses back at Ole Miss, I know everybody talks about them throwing the football, but they were always able to run it, too. And you think about guys like Quinshawn Judkins and Kejuan Lacey, they always had a dude back there giving the offense balance. Running the ball successfully is something that I expect we're going to see in Baton Rouge this season. A lot of opportunities for the running backs this year.
Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
And the Tigers want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball. Call a play, ready to go fast.
Good, solid tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. Running inside, it's Hall. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And the offense runs the football, and they get the first down. And you kind of get the feeling they've already gone for it on 4th down once. Like, they're going to do it again. And that just puts so much pressure on a defense. Like, to play an extra snap over and over again is really, really difficult. This offense appears to be in an aggressive mode.
Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Makes a catch. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside, it's Hall. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Down inside the 35, stopped him at the 34, and what an electrifying play. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Quick handoff. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. On the move, he fires. On target over the middle. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. They'll move the wide receiver. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up 4th down as this defense makes a play. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this group.
And he's dragged down. Line getting set on second down. And down he goes back at the 3.
And I don't know if he made the right decision there or not. You could tell he could have given the football to the running back, but he chose to keep it, and it just got strung out down the right side and nowhere to go. I'll tell you what, better defense than bad decision-making by that quarterback.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He gets a block. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Turns it on in midfield. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They'll run play action. On the run, fires downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Big play on the catch. It'll be enough to move the chains, but there is a man still down on the field. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Now from inside the red zone. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And I absolutely understand wanting to make a play for your team, man, but you've got to know when to give it up. You're at this part of the field, man. This is the part of the field where you throw the football. You get rid of it. You don't take a sack because what that does now to your field goal operation, it makes it a lot longer. Now the decision becomes a lot harder for this offense when he could have just thrown the football away and not taken the big loss.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Got the quick completion. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. minutes of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Looking to the big tight end. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
It's a new era in Baton Rouge, obviously. Lane Kiffin is the head coach. Garrett Nussmeier gone. Sam Levitt comes in from the portal in ASU. And, David, I mean, does anybody not expect this offense to score 50 points a game and throw it up and down the field? I mean, you've got the match made in heaven, it seems like, between the play caller and the quarterback. This thing should be lights out, I think.
And Lane Kiffin always delivers, right? Like, he finds a way to have that spot and play at a high level. Sam Levitt, we've seen some highs, man. We've seen him go to the college football well, but he kind of reminds me of Jackson Dart. He's got that toughness, that ability to run the football. So this match together, this is why Lane Kiffin was brought in, and this is why the LSU fans are jacked up.
LSU quick to the line.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
Trying play action. It's complete to the left. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. The Tigers come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He splits the uprights, and the field goal ties it up here in the second quarter. From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Running inside, it's Haynes. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. Now on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't. For the football, it's incomplete and fourth down's cut. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. LSU right back to the line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The run inside. It's Haynes. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. They'll give it to him again. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Makes the catch. It's Brown. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
LSU quick to the line. Dropping back, it's Levin. Got his man in the middle. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Thomas. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Red pass, it's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And, man, this offense is going to be so much fun to watch. How fast can they get it to click, right? Because every single player that we're going to highlight, whether we do talk about the receivers right now They're all new. The offensive line's all new. The quarterback's new. Everyone in this program is new, Palmer, and it's on Kiffin to make it work and make it work quickly.
Well, the one thing you know is with this Lane Kiffin offense, these receivers are going to get theirs. They're going to get catches, and you got a really good quarterback in Sam Levitt coming over from Arizona State to give you that opportunity. So while Thomas and Anderson from a year ago, those guys declare, there's a big opportunity. There's a lot of spots up for grabs here for these receivers to go down the field, make a ton of plays, stat it up, and score points for this offense.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hall. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. It's good. And guys, that 3 ball has us all tied up here in the second. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Haynes. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Clemson will send the punt team out. Going to field this one in tight quarters. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Tight end now in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Running to the left. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Wide receiver comes in motion. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. To throw, it's Levitt. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. Breaks into the open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Running inside, it's Hall.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Escape. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
If I'm a play caller right here, I'm a little bit frustrated. And I say that because I can't take a sack here. A sack might take 3 off the board for me. I got to understand the situation. I got to get the ball out, try to make a play, but most importantly, don't make a negative play.
They booted away on 4th down. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run inside, it's Haynes. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Finds his man. It's Davidson. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Grabbed over the middle. It's Haynes. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Clemson calls its second timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
How about the big fella? I know this is not in his job description to pick off passes, but the eye-hand coordination, able to get his big paws up there, stabs it out of air. And it was like he was almost surprised he had the football. Just started rumbling and stumbling once he had possession.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's begin with a look at Virginia taking on the North Carolina Tar Heels. And it's the Cavaliers looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game at Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge. And a first half that's been dominated by this special teams unit. How often do we say that? But it's a dynamite group who understands football isn't just about offense and defense, and what they've done through 2 quarters is help tilt the scales of this game. What adjustments the other sides can make is going to go a long way in determining who wins this game.
The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. LSU right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And with that, let's head back to Tiger Stadium in Baton Rouge.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Got it looking for a first. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And the returner will be dragged down. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Unloads quickly. Bounced off his feet. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarm him under for no gain. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hall. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On the ground, it's Hall. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Turning it on! And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. Running inside, it's Hall. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. LSU quick to the line.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defense.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. That is the junior tight end who they are taking a look at, and we'll have Holly Rowe check on his situation. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Makes the grab on the left. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Hauls it in. Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. That is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. The run inside. It's Haynes. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. They'll give it to Johnson. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. So as they take a look at the injured player, we will take a timeout. Got a good one going here, all tied up in the 3rd. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. jumped on top of the pile. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wesco's got it. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Knocked down behind the line for the 2nd straight play, bringing up a 3rd and lots of work to do. Flips it out on the screen. They'll knock him down right at the 35-yard line. Still a lot of ground to cover to get to the 1st down marker. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Lewis. Pocket breaking down. Trying to oh, he's got some space. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. Clemson calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll have to be very judicious as they only have 1 timeout remaining. Lewis to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud. You be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
Got it behind the line. It's Hall. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion. Lost yardage. Lewis from the gun on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And after the field goal, guys, they are back on top. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. Clemson will send the punt team out. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Lewis to throw. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They're going to test the right side with this one. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, LSU has the lead here. Now let's take a look at the stats of what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Play action with Lewis. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Going over the top. He's got it along the sideline. Off to the races. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Makes the catch. It's Moore. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Davidson. There's a little room there. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Back to pass on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it way down the field. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes down with it, and that is perfect. You've got to score quick and get the ball back quickly here to win this game.
Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Great job by the defense, understanding what they were seeing. They played the read game beautifully, strung it out. Quarterback continues to drift to his left. No space to get through. Tackle for a loss for this defense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. makes the catch. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. The screen, he can go. He stopped just inches short, had a good catch, tried to get it in, but was denied. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! And now it's a 1-possession game.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Pulls it on the option. There he goes! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. LSU right back to the line. Throwing, Lewis. The screen, he's got wheels. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
He just slips and slides his way down to the 42. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll run it again. This time the defense was ready and they stop him in his tracks. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Reads it, fires complete. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The run inside. It's Berry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Lewis. Complete. Could not make his way to the corner. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. He'll try to get to the marker himself. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! And that extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now after the sack, there is a man still down. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. To the air. It's Denson. Got it set up on the outside. Breaks into the open. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Clemson jumps to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his tight end. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. That will take us to the 2-minute time. Not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Got him. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Quarterback keep. Now the Tigers will spend their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying to impose their will with the run. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure coming, and they got it. Clock still running with 10 to go. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. And the pass falls to the ground, and the ball game is over. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.